from Jim Connors Court in Lakewood, Ohio, on the campus of St. Edward High School. The Rock Entertainment Sports Network brings you St. Edward basketball as the Eagles take on the Wildcats of Saint Ignatius. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza. Along with me is Donnie O'Toole. You don't have to say a whole lot when these two teams met, but for the Eagles, they're looking to snap a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats.
Right, and to be honest with you, I've spoken to a couple guys about this, people who are in the know, and love people from Ignatius. They're talking about our Eds team, love where we're at. They've seen the schedule we played. We're probably playing our best basketball right now, so it's going to be a good opportunity for us to end that streak.
Well, it's time to take a look at our impact players for today's game. Let's start on the St. Edward side, and that is going to be Brian Velasic, averaging 20 points a game, 3 assists. He's only missed 1 game this year, and the last game against Westerville Central, he dropped 30.
Yeah, and he does it so quietly because he's doing other things. And the nice thing, we have a nice complement of scorers out there, so it'll be interesting to see how quickly he could come out and hit that first jump shot.
Now it's time to take a look at St. Ignatius Wildcats' impact player of the game, and that is R.J. Jones.
Not much to say. I mean, this kid does it all. He runs the floor. His wingspan is great. There's not much he can't do, but he does need a supporting cast, and he's got some good guard play with him, so it'll be interesting, again, to see how he comes out tonight.
We're going to take this timeout. St. Ed's, St. Ignatius. That's coming up next on this timeout on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Ohio. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Welcome back to St. Edward High School as we get ready for this matchup between the Eagles and the Wildcats. It's time to take a look at our tale of the tape. You look at the records. Don't let that 11-6 think that the Wildcats are down. They played a very tough schedule.
And that's exactly why they want to be tested, and tonight's going to be no different. We're going to test them. They're going to test us. The points against 60, and we're at 58, so that's going to be a defensive struggle in my book. But what's interesting is the rebounding. We're averaging 30.5 rebounds to their 23, so that's going to be vitally important because if you remember the last game down at Public Hall, they did a great job rebounding and leaking out and hit some big shots, so it's going to be interesting to see how we control the boards tonight.
And then you look, both teams are very close in three-point shots, 40% for the Eagles, 36% for three-point range for the Wildcats. And speaking of three-point shots, let's take a look at the all-time three-point leaders entering tonight's game. Look who's at number 2. Brian Velasic with 149 threes. Jack Sullivan, he jacked them up all the time in his playing days.
Do you remember that?
But look at the names below that.
Yeah.
Devontae Blanton,
Steve
Logan, Delbert Love, Steve Lepore, Schmock, Pisco. I mean, you're an elite company here.
That is definitely Athletic Hall of Fame names there. Brian will pass Sully. Records are made to be broken. Jack did a great job. It's just time for us. It's time for Vlash to take ownership of it.
All right, we are going to take this time out. Coming up next, it's the Wildcats and the Eagles. Starting lineups and the tip-off. Coming up next on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Edward for tonight's varsity game action against the visiting Wildcats of Saint Ignatius. Before introducing the starting lineup for tonight's game, we ask that you please stand and join in our opening prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. And so we begin in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Loving God, we thank you for bringing us together tonight for this athletic event. And we ask that you watch over and guide us. We pray that you give each team the grace to perform at their very best. And we pray especially that you would keep all those who are competing free from injury. Help us all to remain good sports as we remember that win or lose, we are all blessed to be called children of God. We pray that tonight and at all times you would give us all the competency to see and the courage to act as women and men of faith. And we pray these things in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And now, to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting five for the visiting Wildcats of Saint Ignatius. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 3, Alex Mack. The other guard, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Sammy Dari. At forward, a 6'6" senior, number 2, R.J. Jones. At forward, a 6'5" sophomore, number 25, Carlos Long Jr. And in center, a 6'8" senior, number 35, Keith Siding. Head coach Tom Parker and the rest of the Wildcats. Introducing the starting lineup for the 2026 Big Green Machine, the Eagles of St. Edward. At the point, a 6-foot senior, number 1, J.T. Kelsheimer. At the 2 guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Carson Link. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Zanir Knox. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 30, Ryan Mossett. And in center, a 6'7" junior, number 23, Ian Murray. Head coach Eric Flannery and the rest.
There you have the starting lineups. There you see Coach Tom Parker in his first year at Saint Ignatius. Class of 2010 for the Wildcats. This is going to be a wild and raucous crowd. On the other side of the ledger, you got to look at Coach Eric Flannery in his 30th year. You could just let the atmosphere noise tell you the story.
Well, both sides are going crazy. You can feel it in the air. It's warm in the gym. Two great teams about to go at it. This is what it's all about, Adam.
Well, the Eagles are looking to snap a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats, and this game is underway, and the Eagles will take possession. It'll be Kelsheimer with a basketball, working up against this man-to-man defense, and the opening foul is going to be called on Keith Siding. That's going to be his first. 10 seconds into this game, and we've already got a foul.
Good. I thought it was intentional.
All right, Eagles getting the basketball. Kelsheimer working it up top. Boy, look at the mismatch there in the paint. Trying to go in strong, put it up, got partially blocked, picked up by Jones. Jones averaging 14 points a game. He'll dribble between the legs, getting it underneath the Sidey. Sidey's going to put it up and in.
Yeah, we got to defend that better. They got that pick and roll. They're going to expose that on us early. Ignatius now in full court pressure.
Sidey averaging 4 points a game. Kelsheimer off to Link in the lane. There you see that big man causing trouble inside the paint. But Zamir Knox hits a big three.
Yeah, if they're going to honor that, you're going to have to honor it now because he's going to feel real comfortable shooting that shot.
That is his 14th three of the year. He averages 12.6 points a game. Wildcats on the drive. That one is hit again. R.J. Jones with his second point. 4-3 Wildcats. Now the steal. Picked up by Mack. Mack in the lane. No good. Foul on Zamir Knox.
Well, what they're doing is they're coming they're blitzing our guards once we get over half court. And we're panicking a little bit. We got to get to the open spot here. And you'll see here. Oh, this is the foul.
Yeah, he gave him the little elbow
Yeah, gave him
rub.
the business.
In NASCAR, that's rubbing. Rubbing is racing. At the line is Alex Mack. He hits his first point of the game. He's 1 of 1 at the line.
This is where we got to own the boards here.
He's an 84% free throw shooter, looking to hit on the back end of the two-shot foul. And he does. Alex Mack with 2. He's 2 of 2 at the line. 6-3 lead.
So we're not going to be able to just kind of loft that pass to reverse Adam. We're going to have to make crisp passes or bounce pass it, or someone's got to shoot middle and take it and run.
Well, the first game between these two teams, it was played at Public Hall, different sight lines.
Yeah, not only that, bigger court.
Right. Now we're back into the normal gym for the Eagles, and a little more normal circumstances for this game.
Should help us.
Vlasic with a basketball over to Carson Link.
Yeah, and they're face guarding Vlasic, and why wouldn't they?
Murray in the paint.
Get in
that
there.
One to fall. Murray averaging 4.6 points a game, picks up his first 2. It is 6-5. Saint
Off
Ignatius.
his foot, this way.
And it'll be Saint Ignatius turning the ball over to Saint Ed's. Calmer heads for both sides have to prevail in this game.
Yeah, and they're kind of talking it up a little bit about some of these tight calls, but they're not calling it tight. That was a foul. Or that went off him.
Now you look at Saint Ignatius on the floor. They do have the height advantage on all 5. Vlasic being guarded, gets it over to Link with 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Knox had it, lost it. Kelsheimer was right there, and we're going to have another foul. This time the foul is on Alex Mack. That is the second foul on the Wildcats. There you see Coach Tom Parker in his first year.
Oh, he knows all about this game.
Well, he played it in 2010.
What a great player he was. Probably still is.
Sold out crowd here at Jim Connors Court. I even had people texting me earlier, seeing if they can get a ticket from me. Zymir Knox with a turnaround jumper. He's got 5.
That's a no. Okay, all right.
7-6. St. Ed's taking the lead.
The good thing what we're doing here, Adam, with this pressure, we're slowing them down a little bit.
Euro step, kicking it outside. Melton, nope. Rebound picked up by Knox.
If they want to shoot that shot all night long, let them. Good leak.
Murray underneath in the low block, off to Vlasic, and another foul on St. Ignatius. This time it'll be on Melton.
Yeah, Ignatius has got that aggressiveness going defensively, and we got to take care of that ball because they are going to end up stealing some of these balls, and we got to take great care of the ball here. I would attack the middle here because they are starting to get in foul trouble and get them to use their bench.
Knox getting the long inbound pass. Kelsheimer from 3. Bingo!
Way to go, Kelsh, baby.
Kelsheimer 3, averages 10. Eagles jump out to a 4-point lead. He's hit for 33% from beyond the arc. And a timeout will be called by the Wildcats. 4:59 remaining here in the first quarter. We're going to keep it here. 10-6 St. Ed's.
They had an open look to the hoop there.
Well, here's the road ahead. We're nearing that end of the 8-game home stretch. And you look at the wins that the Eagles got, and you look at the teams that they played. St. Ignatius has been a Final Four participant over the last couple of years. Then on Tuesday night, they take on state champion Lutheran East, who beat the Wildcats just a couple of weeks ago.
And they're playing, Lutheran East is playing Lutheran West tonight, where my daughter's at, and then we play Lutheran West in a couple weeks. I love this. I love playing these heavy teams at the end of the season, and instead of in front. I think it's a huge advantage to us.
It is like a playoff game every night.
But by the way, Ignatius is a Final Four team. They could very easily get back there.
Wildcats will have the basketball. They'll get it into the backcourt over to Melton.
Let's see what kind of switching up Coach Parker's doing here. We're still in our man, Adam.
There's Alex Mack. His 3 is good.
Yeah, that was beyond NBA 3.
Mack with 5. 10-9 St. Ed's. Look at the pressure on Kelsheimer. Stolen by Jones. And Jones got fouled.
Good foul.
By Ian Murray.
Good foul. No free looks. No free looks.
10-9 St. Ed's. And so the foul on Murray, that's his first. Eagles' second foul. At the free throw line is R.J. Jones. hits that for his third point, 73% from the line.
This kid does it all for them. I mean, they should run everything through him. That's how talented he is.
He's had 13 games in double figures, scored 27 against McKinley.
Oh, line violation over the line. Yeah, they caught it. Absolutely, he stepped over.
So the lane violation gives the game at a 10-10 tie. That's our first tie of the ball game. Eagles will get the basketball facing pressure. Kelsheimer's going to get a lot of rest after this game because he's going to be pressured all night long.
We don't have to dribble through this, Adam.
They get it over the timeline. Carson Link
Don't pick it up.
gets it over to Kelsheimer. Kelsheimer driving with the open lane, and he gets the basket.
That's what Kelsh does. He's able to get to the hole, see an opening, and expose it.
12-10 is our score. Eagles retaking the lead after the tie at 10. Melton out to Jones. Nope. Rebounded by Kelsheimer. Kelsheimer averaging 4 rebounds a game. 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Eagles start far out in the forecourt.
Oh, boy.
Zymir Knox hits another one.
Oh, boy.
8 points for Knox in the first half. That 3 doesn't go. Knox with the rebound. Getting it over to Kelsheimer. 15-10. St. Ed lead. Carson Link. Nope, that doesn't go. Murray with the rebound. Lost the handle of the basketball.
Good job by Ignatius getting back on that.
Joe Maloof with the basketball. Being guarded by Kelsheimer. Boy, that was dangerously close to that sideline.
Right. Well, when you're that good of a player like that's offensive. He dipped. Absolutely.
R.J. Jones getting called with the offensive foul. That's his first. That is the team fourth. Donnie, we got 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Next foul against St. Ignatius sends the Eagles to the line.
And it's good for us. I love scoring with the clock stop.
This is the 116th meeting between these two teams. The last time these two teams met at Public Hall, 5,000 people were there. 71-67, the Wildcats got the win.
Here you go, Kelsh.
Kelsh inside, Murray puts it to the floor. Double team, basket's up, no good.
Got to finish.
Foul on Alex Mack. Nope, they're going to call the foul. Keith Side. That is his second foul. At the line will be Ian Murray.
They got if you look up at the board, Adam, they got a ton of people up there with fouls.
The Eagles going to be in the bonus situation, and that is a big free throw for Ian Murray. His first of the night, his third point, 57% free throw shooter, averages 4 points, just under his average right now.
So Ignatius forced to go to the bench early. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out during the rest of the quarter. Big
free throw by Ian Murray. That gives him 4, his season average. 17-10 St. Ed's. R.J. Jones getting it underneath, ball loose, and the Eagles lose possession of the basketball. 2:49 remaining in the opening quarter. We want to thank you for joining us. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Here you see Coach Eric Flannery, 30th year. Long outlet to Carlos Vaughn. Knocks on him.
Good D. He does not need to get a second, though.
Zymir Knox knocking that ball away. It'll be St. Ignatius basketball. I think when you look at this game as compared to the game in Public Hall, the Eagles are playing with a little more confidence now.
Right. Iggy had us on our heels for the majority of that game, and that's where they hurt you.
It is loud here at Jim Connors Court. Inside the low block. Vaughn. Ball knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Wildcats with 2:21 to go. It is standing room only here.
It is stand. I got to stand. If I sit, I'm done. I'm done.
You actually had to get here early of the JV game to get a good seat. When the doors opened at 5, there was a steady stream of people that came into this gym.
And there's no parking anywhere.
No. It may be freezing outside, but the action is going to be hot here inside of the St. Edward Gymnasium.
See, they're standing. Adam, look at Ignatius. They're standing now. That's good for us.
R.J. Jones getting it out over to Dari. Dari trying to cut in. Murray cutting that play off. Oh, what a block there by Zamir Knox. He's playing really aggressive, but not getting the fouls.
Yeah, he's taking it to the limit, and we cannot have him get that second foul. Matter of fact, I'm surprised Flan's not subbing in for him right now.
Well, it was all ball.
Off his leg.
Jones getting the basketball out to Alex Mack. Nice spin move at the free throw line, and he nails
that. Yeah, that's silky smooth by Mack. Nice move.
7 points for him. 17-12, St. Ed's. Vlasic with the basketball. And we're going to have a foul on Saint Ignatius. And the foul is on Joe Maloof, away from the basketball. There you see that St. Ignatius student section.
I know Joe's dad, and I bet you he's not happy right now. Brad Maloof, a great guy.
At the free throw line is Ian Murray. He has 4 points on the night because the Eagles are in a bonus situation. Only 2 fouls for St. Ed's, and the Eagles on any preceding foul will go to the free throw line for the final 131.
And shoot 2.
Yep. Referees having a little conversation in front of Ian Murray. Murray at 6'7", nails another one. Murray with 5, above his average on the year. 18-12, St. Ed's.
And I think we're doing a great job taking what Ignatius has given us offensively. Defensively, we got to turn it up a little bit, not let them back in this, and just be patient.
Mike Williams checks in for the Eagles for Ian Murray. What great minutes for Murray.
Great minutes from Murray.
6 points for him in the first quarter. 19-12 St. Ed's. Dari with a basketball up ahead, stolen by Zamir Knox.
Boy, he hunted that out.
Kelsheimer getting manhandled there on the floor. Here come the Wildcats right to left. Good defense by St. Ignatius. That shot doesn't go. Second shot doesn't go. Third shot doesn't go. And the Eagles will get the basketball. 67 seconds remaining in the quarter.
How many nights have we had that happen?
Lots. Coach Flannery had to pick up a loose headband, and that shot doesn't go in for the Eagles. Boy, I never saw Coach Flannery move that quick. In the lane is Melton. His shot doesn't go. Knox picks up the rebound. Off to Williams in the paint, floats it up and good.
Yeah, we got him on the ropes a little bit here. We got to make sure we don't give up some chipper here.
21-12 with 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Melton with a basketball, waiting for Kelsheimer to come up on him.
Yeah, Ignatius running a 5-out with high post. They're going to interchange. There they go. Now they're in their set.
Dari with a basketball. Over to the 6'4" Mack. Long three. Oh, what a big shot hit there by Alex Mack. He has 10.
Gets a chance. Ooh.
And that's going to be it for the first quarter. The Eagles will go into the first quarter break with a 21-15 lead as the Eagles look to snap a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Welcome back to St. Edward High School here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. After one quarter of play, St. Ed's leading it 21-15. When you look at these two schools and the history between the two schools, wow, 116th meeting all time. First meeting you have to go back to 1953, just after Donnie was born. I'm just kidding. It was after I was born.
Tuesday.
Tuesday's your birthday? Oh, we're going to have fun with you. St. Ignatius leads the series 64-52. The last meeting the Eagles won at Public Hall. St. Ignatius is on a 7-game winning streak. The last time the Eagles won, it was back in 2023 when the Eagles won 86-64.
Was that Bova?
Yeah, I think that was the Bova teams.
He checked in with us tonight, so to say hello to everyone.
All right, to start the second quarter, 8 minutes are on the clock. St. Ignatius getting the basketball. It is wild, it is loud, and it is fun tonight here on Rock Sports.
One thing to remember, too, Adam, is Flan didn't use a whole lot of his bench in that first quarter.
Well, he really didn't have to go that deep because his starters have played very, very well. St. Ed's getting the basketball. The defense by the Eagles, very different than in that last game.
It's a combination of our pressure, but also, too, like I said, Ignatius is standing offensively. They're having trouble getting into their sets.
In the last game that these two teams played, the Eagles only went to the line 9 times. They were 6 of 9. The Wildcats went to the line 18 times. They were 16 of 18 in that game.
And Adam, Vlach doesn't have any points yet.
And we saw that in the last game that we had on the Rock. Oh, nice move. Vlasic in the lane.
There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Woo!
Vlasic with his first 2 of the game.
Boy, he is so good at that. He gets you off your feet and just goes right by you.
The Ashland commit getting his first points of the game. He averages 20. 7 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, we're sitting at half court and slowing it down. See, if they're standing like that, why won't we stay in that?
Dari in the lane, and he gets that to go.
No, he called it.
They're going to say he packed his bags and traveled.
He got him.
Sam Dari getting called with the walk and a couple of new substitutions. Checking in is Tristan Watkins, a 6'3 senior, along with Joe Maloof. Checking out is R.J. Jones and Dennehy Melton. It is, when you look at basketball atmospheres, this one is one of the best in Northeast Ohio when these two teams meet.
No question. We're doing a good job of side, top, side, reversing that ball and keeping them guessing. Now we got a flash post at him.
Zamir Knox trying to work his way in. Nice backdoor pass, and he gets it over to Vlasic with the baseline. He's got 4. 25-15, the lead is 10. Biggest lead for the Eagles. St. Ignatius struggled in their last game against Westerville North. They only shot 25% from three-point range. They had 17 turnovers in that game in a loss.
See, right now they're standing up top. They don't know what they're having trouble getting into their sets.
Good defense by the Eagles.
Yeah, we're
cutting
good.
Off the lane.
We're good, Adam. Yeah, now coach calling a timeout. Exactly what we talked about, Adam. They don't know what they're not that they don't know what they're doing, but they're having trouble getting into their offense.
Coach Tom Parker calls timeout. Let's take a look at the next 3 games for the St. Edward Eagles, and it doesn't get any easier. Tuesday night, it's against Lutheran East. Then they get Lutheran West. Then they take on St. John's. There you see the huddle around Coach Eric Flannery. There you see Coach Marcellus Hamilton in the black shirt with your back to him, with his back to us.
Do we have a sideline reporter tonight?
No, Harper Lucas is in North Carolina visiting Elon College.
Oh, good for him.
And I have a funny feeling he may be wanting to see some NASCAR down there because we're getting close to the Super Bowl of stock car racing. That is the Daytona 500.
Good for him. Great young man. Had the pleasure of meeting his dad and his mom. Great family.
I'm sure he is watching on his whatever device he uses. All right, 5:54 remaining. St. Ed's has a 10-point lead at 25-15. What will the Wildcats do coming out of this timeout, Donnie?
What are we going to do?
No, Wildcats.
Oh, well, they're going to have to. Oh, they're going to have to try and get the tempo going. They're definitely going to need tempo here.
Dari getting the basketball down low. Wildcats get the lucky bounce, and they maintain possession.
Hey, if they want to dribble out front all night, God bless them. We're sitting in that loose 2-3.
And then they go in and collapse on the two-man. On the drive, underneath, and it's stolen by Williams. Williams' errant pass goes to the Wildcats. Long three from the corner. The lights got dimmed somehow. I have no idea how. We had our lights above us turn off.
Can we get the time for glass snap as to what time that went dark?
That was at the 5:05 mark at 7:41.
Now it'll be official timeout so they can get this straightened out.
All right, we're going to keep it here as coming up in a couple of weeks, NEO Productions and The Rock will bring you Spire Academy women's basketball as they take on the Western Reserve Pioneers. And Donnie, in that game, it's going to be an international flavor between the two teams. Players from Croatia, the Philippines.
You know, the great thing about playing teams like that is to see just how far other countries have come in the game of basketball. If you look at the NBA right now, it's dominated by foreign players. Luka Doncic, all these other guys who are just dominating. The Joker, all these guys, and they've learned to play the right way. Not that we don't play the right way, but they bring skill sets that are absolutely unbelievable.
And it shows in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, the Wildcats will get the basketball, 25-15 lead. 5-second call. Tough defense by the Eagles.
Yeah, right now we got them on the ropes. They're kind of deer in the headlight look. We got to take advantage of it.
Caleb Geddes checks into the ball game. What kind of few games has he had? He's had 10 blocks in the last 3 games.
It's a big setting for him.
Zamir Knox dribbles through the pressure. Williams, 3, partially blocked. Knox with the rebound, floats it up and around, and it doesn't go in, and it's going to stay with St. Ed's.
Love the way we're attacking the glass. We got some open shots there. We're being unselfish. I would love to see Vlach take that shot. We need to get him on track, so they got to honor him and come out and defend him, which will open things up inside.
Vlasic with 4 points in the game. Kelsheimer to trigger the inbound. Knox in the lane, off the window, no good. Rebound picked up by Maloof. Goes coast to coast, missed that one, and the foul is going to be on Caleb Geddes, his first for the sophomore.
You got to look at that.
The Eagles last game, they beat Westerville Central 75-50. Vlasic dropped 30 points in that game. Joe Maloof gets his first point of the game. He's an 80% free throw shooter. He's 1 of 1 at the line. The Wildcats are 4 of 4 as a team at the line.
Had to say it.
2 points for him, 25-17. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Eagles will remain with the basketball.
Got to understand when off a make, he can run that baseline. He was trying to inbound the ball with that hoop right on top of him. He's got to get clear of that hoop.
Zamir Knox getting it into Kelsheimer as he races up the floor. Man-to-man defense by the Wildcats. Williams in the lane, charging call. Good set there by the Wildcats defender. Williams will check out. Ian Murray checks back in.
So we got to hold on, make sure they don't go on a little bit of run here, which they're very capable of doing.
R.J. Jones, front of the rim, no good. Jump ball situation, St. Ed's basketball. Boy, that could have gone either way.
Absolutely. Got to grab that ball and snag it.
25-17. St. Ed's with the lead here in the first half of action. Sold out Jim Connors court.
We're getting a little sloppy here taking care of that ball, Adam. We're going to have to fake a pass to make a pass, try and split the double team that comes.
And it looked like Vlasic slipped when he was trying to plant. Ball knocked out of bounds, that time by Melton. Coach Flannery with the block. Geddes with the basketball in the double team. Picked up by Zamir Knox. Underneath, Geddes puts it up too hard. And he gets
there you go,
rips the ball away. Kelsheimer three.
Come on, baby.
Nope. Rebounded by Sam Dari. 25-17. We're down to 4:12 in the first half. Zamir Knox trying to work his magic on the defensive side. Getting it over to R.J. Jones with 3 points. And they're going to call the foul before the shot.
He is so quick to the glass. He's one of the quickest players that I've seen this year, being able to jab step and then get to the glass as quick as he can at a good angle.
Caleb Geddes picking up his second foul. The young sophomore. Foul before the shot. It'll be an inbound for the Wildcats. On the baseline, Carson Link checks back in. TJ Kelsheimer gets a little bit of a breather. Kelsheimer with 5 points in the ball game. Long inbound to R.J. Jones, the senior. Long three. That is nailed by Denai Melton. His first three of the game. 25-20. The lead is cut to 5. The lead by the Eagles is as big as 10. Now cut down to 5. Melton with his first three. That's his 6th three-pointer of the year and a steal. 2-on-1. And Zamir Knox is going to get called with a second foul on the push.
Yeah, he wants an intentional foul on that. He's nuts.
Well, the officials are having the conversation. At the free throw line is R.J. Jones. Jones hits it. Jones is 2 of 2 at the line. He has 4 points on the night. A 74% free throw shooter, averaging 14.9 points a game. Lead is cut down to 4, 24-21, looking to cut it to 3. Zamir Knox takes a seat on the bench. Kelsheimer comes back in. The Wildcats, as a team at the line, 69%.
What are we doing?
And a turnover.
He's got to get out from underneath that hoop.
3-point lead as the Eagles turn the ball over. Maloof got the ball stripped away. Murray comes up with a basketball. They get it to Kelsheimer. We're down to 3.5 to go.
We got to get back in attack mode here, Adam.
Carson Link on the give and go. Oh, that was blocked, and they're going to call the foul on Dennehy Melton, his second.
I've never seen a crowd that wants every single call. He got him with the body. Yeah. He got him.
At the line is Ian Murray. Murray knocks home another one. Murray with 7 points on the night. 26-22 St. Ed's. That one fails. His first miss of the night. 4-point lead. Wildcats trying to cut it down. On the back door. And the basket is hit by Alex Mack, his 12th of the night.
See, that's what I'm saying. They could score so quickly, and that's what's going on right now. They're taking the momentum. We got to get off our heels and attack the glass like we did in the first quarter. Give it to them.
High pick. Off to Link to Vlasic. His three. Ooh, off the side of the iron. Now the Wildcats can tie or take the lead on this possession. Looking for the lead. That doesn't go. Williams with the rebound on the air ball. Kelsheimer, backdoor cut to Williams. Yes!
And one.
Williams with 4.
That's what we got to get back to doing. We got away from that a little bit because Ignatius' pressure was coming at us, and we kind of on our heels a little bit. Good cut. Boom.
Williams will go to the free throw line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. He has 4. He averages 5. Ooh, that one was not pretty.
Iced him. I mean, he's at the free throw line, and then he blows his whistle.
Now they work the ball down low. Now back out over to R.J. Jones. Looking for a shake and bake against Williams. Kicking it into the corner. Dari, 3, good. He has 6. Wildcats take the lead at 27-26.
No, 20. We're
Or
up.
28-27, sorry. Vlasic driving the baseline, backing in, putting it up, and they're going to call him for a walk.
That was great defense by Ignatius there. And what's going on is now we're standing offensively. We got to start moving and interacting.
This is the loudest that we have been in this gymnasium this season. And we've had games where it's been loud.
Oh, yeah.
Wildcats looking to regain the lead. Jones driving, blocked by Murray. Kelsheimer picks up the dribble, gets it back over to Murray. He's got to hurry up and get it over the timeline, and he does. 1.5 minutes to go. Kelsheimer driving, putting it in. The ball was rejected by R.J. Jones. Here comes Saint Ignatius.
So you got to, when you're shooting like that, you got to just take it to the rim and take the hit.
Baseline move, kicking it into the middle, and that basket is hit by Sam Dari, trying to quiet down the St. Edward crowd as the Wildcats take a 29-28 lead. 60 seconds, under a minute to go here in the first half.
See, we're missing our screens. We got to set better screens coming off that on our flex cut.
Kelsheimer with a basketball, looking to go into Williams. Down low, Murray backing in, triple team, basket's good.
Gotta feed him. Gotta feed him.
9 for Murray, looking for 10. The foul is on Spicer. That's his second. All he did was kept backing in, and then look at 3 Wildcats there. Murray with 9 points on the night, looking for 10. The 6'7" junior having a very good first half.
And until you got to remember, they got some foul trouble, so I don't know why we kind of got away from that. We should go back to that, I think.
That one was missed. He's missed 2 in a row. Down to 35 seconds to go in the first half. Wildcats with the basketball, down by 1. Jones looking over the defense. Coach Flannery, there you see him in the background, trying to set up the defense. Under 20 seconds to go. Wildcats waiting to set up their shot. Jones driving, putting it up, no good. Loose ball, tapped up, no. Eagles coming up with it. Kelsheimer Gets it off to Flossage with 3. Oh, and he just missed it from the outside, and he had time. We are at the half here at St. Ed's. The Wildcats down 30-29 to the Eagles right here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Are you going to be up here for halftime? You're going to the locker room? Yeah, I'm just going to go out there. Okay. When Donnie...
Ladies and gentlemen, check your ticket stubs. There's the winner of tonight's 50-50 run. The winning ticket number 100-25941. Again, that number is 100-25941. You're the winner of tonight's 50-50 prize. Bring your prize in the gym lobby. That winning number one more time.
Let's come back to a quick thought. We'll do the on-table segment after.
25941. 25941. You're the winner of tonight's 50-50 and your prize in the gym lobby.
It is halftime here at St. Edward High School. The Eagles are up 30-29. It's been a wild first half, and the second half is going to get even wilder. Alex Mack leads the scoring for the Wildcats with 12, and for the Eagles, it's Ian Murray with 9. We'll take this time out. We'll come back with more halftime here as St. Ed's and Saint Ignatius battle it out on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties. and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Ohio. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, The Fury, and The Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free! Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Welcome back to St. Edward High School. The Eagles lead it by 1, 30-29. The Eagles had as big of a lead as of 10 in the first half, and it kind of appeared that they took their gas off the pedal. They did have a chance to really blow things wide open. But for the Eagles in the second half, they're going to have to find a way to get back to that 10-point lead and extend it into the second half. And I know one thing that Donnie O'Toole said was that the Eagles have to get better in setting screens where they lacked in the first half. Donnie O'Toole joining me up here after getting a bit of respite and being the mayor of Lakewood. All right, Donnie, you talked about what's going on.
Yeah, it's real simple. I mean, here we got content. You know, we started standing around. We offensively, we quit doing what we were supposed to. We talked a little bit about that. Defensively, you know, all they're doing is really doing 5 out wide, giving the ball to RJ and let him attack, or they'll run some screens for Mac. So defensively, we're holding our own, but offensively, we really got to get better. I mean, we got to start attack. I mean, we could have exposed their fouls and attacked their big guys. That would have changed the complexity of that game huge. What was the score of the second quarter?
Saint Ignatius outscored us 14-7 in that second quarter.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Hey, we want to thank all the folks watching, either on the Eagles Sports Network or the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Terry Gibbons listening. My man Terry.
Jake Lorbach sending us a note.
Jake, good old Jake. I knew Gibby would be listening. He's my man.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half, and Saint Ignatius will have the basketball to start the second half.
And I know the Nagys are listening. Hopefully Mrs. Flannery's listening. I know my wife's listening.
We want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Sold out Jim Connors Court. Eagles up by 1. Wildcats looking to regain the lead. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Zymir Knox. Off to Vlasic, who has 4 points in the first half. Knox from 3. That's a big way
huge.
to open.
That is huge for us.
11 for Knox.
Great defensive pressure, get the turnover, and come down and hit a 3.
33-29. Oh, there's
Travel.
a walking call.
Let's go.
7:27 to go. Zymir Knox with 11 points, had 8 in the first half, averages 12.
And he's feeding us right now.
Vlasic to trigger. Kelsheimer has been worked so hard trying to get that ball up the floor. Kelsheimer off to Knox. Driving off the window, got fouled.
Great attack this year, giving us that lane. And he sees it, and he's so poised in getting that. And, you know, if it's Wash or whoever it is tonight, we just got to take care of the ball and get to the glass and get to the free throw line.
Keith Seide picking up his 3rd foul here. First Wildcat to be in foul trouble. Zymir Knox at the free throw line looking for his 12th point, and he short-armed that. He's a 76% free throw shooter. He has 11, averages 12.5, looking to get to that point average for the season. Knox in that last game had 15 points against Ignatius. Ooh, that rimmed in and out. Eagles up by 4. Here come the Wildcats. Quickly down the floor to Mack. Mack had 20 points against St. Ed's at Public Hall. Melton with a basketball, looking for the switch. Long 3, that is nailed by Carlos Vaughn, his first points of the game. 33-32, the lead is cut down to 1.
Use the screen.
Kelsheimer had to pick up his dribble with the double team in the forecourt area. Kelsheimer, Knox. Shake and bake move down the sideline, putting it up, no good. Rebounded by R.J. Jones.
Yeah, a little bit out of control there.
Jones driving, and they're going to call the foul on the foul is on Murray, his second.
I think we have a relative of Mr. Jones sitting next to us. Akron commit, by the way, I learned.
6:11 remaining. Jones at the line, the 6'6 senior. 5 points.
Further his education at the University of Akron.
R.J. Jones misses his first free throw of the night. He's 3 of 4. He averages 14 points a game. Came into the game 59 of 80 at the charity stripe. Jones' second free throw is hit. He has 6. Game tied at 33. Second tie of the ball game.
Yeah, we're having so many problems taking the ball out of bounds. We got to just breathe a little bit here.
Well, the Eagles got outscored in the second quarter, 14-7. And they're going to call a hold away from the ball on Sam Dari.
Yeah, he's grabbing him.
He wanted to do the salsa with him. Game tied at 33, Eagles on the inbound. Kelsheimer with the basketball. Now, there goes Vlasic in the paint, out to Link. Link over to Murray, kicking it back out. Patience right now by the Eagles. Zymir Knox driving the lane quickly, getting to the rocket man.
He does that so well. He saw that. He knew he was going to do that when he was up by the three-point line.
13 points for him, 35-33.
Oh, offensive. He dipped into him.
They're going to call the block on Murray.
You get a look at that.
That was before the shot, and it'll be out of bounds. Saint Ignatius, there you see it. Packed gym here at St. Edward High School. R.J. Jones getting it in the backcourt. He'll bring it up. Vlasic on him. Mack trying to go inside. Step back, jumper. No good. Rebound by Zymir Knox. Eagles looking to get the numbers quickly down to Murray. Murray couldn't get it as he got pushed. Now here come the Wildcats on a 3-on-3. Ball tapped away. Picked up by Mack. Long three. That one is nailed by Sam Dari. His 5th point of the game. 36-35, St. Ignatius. Ball stolen away on the bad pass. Melton came up with it, and he last touched it out of bounds.
We got to take a deep breath. Their pressure's starting to get to us a little bit. We got to relax. Fake a pass, make a pass, play with confidence. Dribble with confidence. We don't have to squeeze the orange too much. It's ball faking, get some back doors.
Vlasic in the corner. Kelsheimer looking for the high screen. Gets it. Drives. Link couldn't get the shot because the defense collapsed on him very quickly. Kelsheimer looking to drive in the lane with the left hand floater off the glass and in. Kelsheimer with 7.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor, 37-36. Eagles regain the lead with 4:39 remaining here in the third quarter. You wouldn't ask for anything else in this game.
No, and it's a game of runs. You know, each team is doing some things well, but got to work on some other things. So it'll be, here, Flan's calling timeout to make an adjustment. So I'm excited to see what that is, what that will be. Hey, the whole Flanagan clan is listening to us. They listen to us every game. Mr. Flanagan's sitting in his chair right now. He's got the boys all around him, watching the Holy War. Just so grateful for you guys listening to us tonight. Flanagan's, always a pleasure to hear from you.
When you look at the last time these two teams met at Public Hall, that was a great game in a great venue, 5,000 people there. Vlasic had 21 for the Eagles. Knox had 15. Williams had 11 points and 7 rebounds. For the Wildcats, Jones had 17, Mack had 20, Vaughn had 13. Vaughn in the game, only 3. Mack with 12 right now.
We're going half court.
4:35 remaining. Third quarter. Sold out Jim Connors court. Melton on the drive. Got the ball knocked out of bounds, ran into our baseline camera. He protected the camera, that's the good thing.
Took one for the team.
Here's the look from our baseline view. We'll get the view in just a moment. Inside, R.J. Jones with 8 points. 38-37, back and forth lead. Vlasic with pressure. Foul on R.J. Jones. So here's the play where our cameraman got ran into. Right into your own living room.
Boom.
And he did the smart thing. He moved the
Backed
camera
up
to the right
and
protected
back.
the
Wow.
camera. All right, Eagles getting the basketball down by a point, 38-37. Vlasic in the lane, couldn't get it. And the foul on Saint Ignatius. Murray got to the rack with the rebound. And the foul is on R.J. Jones. That's his third. That'll send Murray to the free throw line. The 6'7 junior has 9, looking to go into double figures. Murray looks, sights, shoots, hits.
Be interesting to see what we're going to run defensively off the make here.
10 points for him. He's 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Snapped the streak of 2 misses. 11 points for Murray.
Again, great minutes.
Wildcats facing light pressure. Parker down underneath. Couldn't get that one as they tried to get it to Watkins. Eagles will come up with a basketball with 3:50 and a 1-point lead. It has been back and forth in this third quarter. Kelsheimer trying to work against Melton. Kelsheimer left of the lane, over to Knox. Knox back to Link, got it picked off. Maloof up ahead, and the basket is hit by Melton. He has 8, and the lead is back to 40-39, St. Ignatius. Williams all alone, and he lays it up and in. Williams with 6, 41-40. Back and forth here in the third. Now, R.J. Jones will get fouled by Vlasic.
That had to be on the floor.
The foul is on Vlasic. That's his first.
Yeah, that was on the floor.
They're going to say it's out of bounds. R.J. Jones thought he's going to go to the free throw line. R.J. Jones will take a seat right now. 41-40 St. Ed's. Wildcats with a basketball.
How does that happen?
Big miss, loose ball, swiped away by Vlasic. Kelsheimer runs it up the floor in the middle. Off to Williams. 3 ball is good.
Huge shot by Williams right there. Great look by Kelsh.
Lead is back to 4 at 44-40. Williams with 9 points in the game. Watkins back over to Maloof. Now the chess game begins with 2:35 to go. Alex Mack had the basketball, 12 points for him. Trying to go underneath to Melton, and Melton gets fouled by Zymir Knox.
That's his third, right?
Yep. And that'll get Ian Murray to come off the bench very quickly.
Cannot have that, by golly.
Zymir Knox will sit with 13 points and 3 fouls. Eagles are up by 4. Mack with a basketball. Good defense by Williams. Off to Maloof. His big 3. He's got 5. 44-43. Lead is cut down to 1. Underneath Murray. Oh, they're going to call the foul on St. Ignatius.
Late call.
That is going to bring the Boo Birds out.
Wait, what was the call?
Oh, they're going to call they're going to say goaltending. So Murray is going to get his 13th point of the game.
Goaltending.
46-43. No foul. Goaltending is the call. Wildcats down by 3 now, under 2 minutes to go. Melton thought about the 3.
Oh, he wanted that. You could see that.
Max another 3-point threat. Not that time.
Grab it.
Picked up by the Wildcats. They'll get a second opportunity. Good play by Carlos Vaughn.
You cannot have guards getting rebounds, offensive rebounds. Cannot happen.
46-45. Williams stops the dribble. Gets it off to Carson Link with a minute and a half. The defense really getting tight. Williams backs it off. Carson Link's going to miss that one off the front of the iron. And last touch by St. Ed's, Saint Ignatius basketball. 46-45 with 1:18 remaining. Wildcats could take the lead on this possession. It has been back and forth in this third quarter.
No one giving an inch.
Eagles at one point had as big of a 10-point lead. Then the Wildcats clawed back. Last tie was at 33-33.
And to be honest, Ignatius is done just by grit, hard work and grit. They got guards hitting rebounds, getting second chance, winning 50-50 balls. We got to do something about that.
Working to the near side. And they're going to call the foul on
Ansbury.
They're going to call the foul on Ansbury. That's his first. That puts the Wildcats in the bonus situation on the 15 foul by St. Ed's. And that puts a very good free throw shooter in Alex Mack. He's 18 of 21 on the year.
So he'll probably make both of these, right?
Looking for his 13th point. Alex Mack now 3 of 3 at the line tonight. 13 points for him.
Kid's a gamer. What can you say?
Game is tied at 46.
You got to tip your hat to him.
Looking to give the Wildcats the lead with 60 seconds remaining in the third. And he does. 4 for 4, 14 points, 47-46, St. Ignatius.
Yeah, note to self, don't foul Mack.
Kelsheimer getting the ball over to Vlasic. Good bounce pass over into Geddes. He should have been called with the walk, but he gets the basket. His first two, 48-47. 35 seconds left. That one doesn't go. Vlasic with the rebound. Eagles with 30 seconds looking to extend the lead in the third quarter. Eagles trying to spread it out. Link with the basketball, getting it off to the sure-handed TJ Kelsheimer. Coach Flannery trying to get everybody set. We're down to 10 seconds in the quarter. Kelsheimer getting it back out to Vlasic. His three. No, off the front of the iron. And that's going to be it for the third quarter. 48-47. St. Ed's with the lead. 8 minutes will be left. Eagles up by 1 on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. (48-47). St. Ed's with the lead as we hit to the final 8 minutes of regulation. If you'd like to advertise during these games, you could advertise with NEO Productions. You can contact them at neoproductions2025@gmail.com. You could also see replays of St. Edward basketball on the NEO Productions YouTube channel.
Watch them all the time.
There's the social media. We'll have posts, highlights, game clips on X, Instagram, TikTok, and the games on YouTube. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole here for the final 8 minutes of regulation. St. Ed's leading it 48-47. The Eagles outscored the Wildcats 20-18 in that third quarter.
here we go, Adam. 1 point game. Adds Ignatius. Pretty much what we expected.
Kelsheimer getting it over to Zymir Knox as the student section, bouncing up and down on that stage. Kelsheimer to Knox. Eagles up by 1. Trying to set up the offense against this tight man-to-man defense. Knox with 13 points in the game. Off to Vlasic. Vlasic being guarded by R.J. Jones. Get it back to Link. Kelsheimer driving. Vlasic 3, step back. Nope. Thought about the 3, but backed off.
Yeah, he almost traveled too.
Kelsheimer, 7 points in the game. Over to Carson Link. Link got the ball stripped away. Tackle on the floor. Picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn being hounded on that sideline. Gets the ball across over to Dari. And he threw it into the second row. Good catch by the fan.
Yeah, someone's got to tell, we got to calm our younger guys down here. I mean, I know it's a big game. You got to take care of the ball. You got to know where you're at all times. Take care of that ball.
Eagles with a 1 point lead at 6:45 remaining. Kelsheimer will walk it up the floor against Sam Dari. Dari with 5. Kelsheimer with 7 points in the game. Knox dribbled the ball off his foot, getting it over to Link. Open 3. Nope. Tapped up loose, picked up on the floor. Jump ball. It'll be St. Ignatius basketball.
A little quick on that call.
Dennehy Melton will check into the game for the Wildcats. You see the miss.
We need to hit a 3 in the worst way.
Yeah, the referee called the jump ball situation. Mike Williams will check back in. Williams with 9 points in the ball game. Wildcats down by 1, could take the lead on this possession. Melton with a basketball. 8 points for him, averages 7. Now the Eagles going into that zone defense, getting it into the middle. There's a tap on a good play on the back door by Williams.
He telegraphed it.
Vlasic driving through the defense, looking to go up top, stops, getting it off to Kelsheimer. Long 22-footer, way off the mark. Vaughn with the rebound, racing up the floor, down to Parker, and Parker got hammered on the way to the rack. I should say Jones. The foul is on Kelsheimer. That's his second foul. Look how fast he drove to the lane, and he got him from behind. R.J. Jones will go to the line. He is 4 of 5 at the line. 8 points for him, averaging 14 a game. Cool as a cucumber on that one for his 9th point. 5 of 6 for the 6'6" senior. Akron commit. Hits it again for 7.
He stepped over that line again.
49-48. St. Ignatius with the lead. Now Jones on Kelsheimer with the height mismatch. Link working it towards the bench, gets it over to Kelsheimer. Jones on him. Big height mismatch at 6'6" and 6 foot. Kelsheimer throws it up from 3, off the iron, picked up by Vaughn. Wildcats looking to get one of their biggest leads of the game.
Yeah.
And the foul is on Vlasic. That'll be a second foul.
Yeah, we're on our heels right now. We got to get better shot selection here. I mean, we got to work it side top side like we did the first half, attack the glass. I mean, yeah, if you got an open 3, you got to shoot it. But
Carlos Vaughn, not one of the better free throw shooters for St. Ignatius. 47% coming into this game. His first trip to the line. He is 9 of 18 as he now goes to 50%. Looking to go over the 50% mark on this free throw. Looking for a 7th point. And he gets it. 7 for him. 51-48. Largest lead for the Wildcats in this game. At 3. Lossage over the timeline. Gets the ball stripped. Saint Ignatius and the Eagles tie it up. It'll be St. Edward basketball.
Cannot dribble to the corner and pick the ball up. Just can't. That's what happens.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the
And they know
fourth quarter.
that. I'm not saying anything they don't know.
Eagles could tie it with a 3, but it's been a while since they've hit a 3-point shot. Underneath, what a move by Ian Murray. He has 15. Timeout is called. Murray with 15, 11 above his average. And the Wildcats lead it 51-50. What a great play on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, Kelsch, no looker.
All right, so, Donnie, we got under 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
It has been a back-and-forth game in this third and fourth quarter.
Yep.
You've talked about how the Eagles really haven't been in the way they played in the first half.
We've gotten away from it, and I think what happened is you got to tip your hat a little bit to Ignatius' pressure. Their defensive pressure has been phenomenal. They're winning the 50-50 balls. They got their guards rebounding, so we got to take back what's rightfully ours and play with a passion to score, play with a passion to rebound, get back on defense, because there are a lot of Ignatius' shot, and I should have done a shot chart, have been at the rim in the second half.
In that quarter, each team had a transition bucket for 3 points.
Yeah.
Some folks are feeling that the Eagles are taking a lot of shots that they don't need to take. They must make a better selection.
Yeah, well, that's what I talked about. Anyone could come down, make one pass, and take a shot. So let's break the defense down. They were in huge foul trouble that first half, and now it's kind of just calmed down and got away from that. We need to attack, still attack. Do what's been successful. Be patient offensively.
R.J. Jones and Keith Sidey each with 3 fouls. Zymir Knox with 3 fouls for St. Ed's. Jones in the lane. Has to kick it out. Melton, long 3, is going to miss that one short. Kelsheimer comes up with the rebound. He averages 4 a game. Ball stripped out of the hands from Kelsheimer. Coach Flannery says, relax, relax. Kelsheimer, baseline 3. Bingo!
Oh, there it is. There it is. Way to go, Kelsch.
53-51. Eagles with a 2-point lead on the 3-pointer for Kelsheimer. He has 10. That's his second 3 of the night. Vaughn with a basketball up top. 4 minutes to go.
Oh, he killed him.
Charging call on Dennehy Melton, his 3rd foul.
He ran right over him.
Right into your living room, folks. Got in place, and the foul is on Melton. That is his 3rd foul of the game. 53-51, St. Ed's. Here at a sold-out Jim Connors court.
No one is left, I can promise you that.
Standing room only. Adam Mendoza, along with Donnie O'Toole and the rest of our NEO Productions crew.
Get him off.
Kelsheimer has to pick up the dribble. Off to Link. Link in the lane. Kicking it out. Kelsheimer 3. Bingo. 13 for Kelsheimer. 5-point lead for the Eagles. Jones in the lane. Partially blocked. Second one missed. Third one's good.
Yeah.
Timeout, St. Ignatius.
And that's what he does so well. And if you remember, Flan is hot right now because this is what happened in the first game. We'd score, and Ignatius would leak out and get down the court quick and score.
Boy, this was a big three-pointer for Kelsheimer. Give Carson Link the assist. That extends the lead to 3, 56-53 here. We are down to 3:35 in regulation. You wouldn't have it any other way when these two teams get together. The Eagles are looking to snap a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats. These two teams have met 9 times in the playoffs. Now the Eagles lead in the playoffs 6-3, but the Wildcats have won the last 2 games.
I don't think we need to cover that anymore. That's well documented.
Up for the Wildcats next, VASJ on February 10th. The Eagles will have Lutheran East, who beat the Wildcats earlier this season. But Lutheran East was taken to task against Maysville.
I'm going to get an update on that Lutheran West, Lutheran East score.
As we get ready for the final 3:35, Eagles will have the inbound. They get it off to Kelsheimer. Wildcats trying to look for the trap. Kelsheimer over the timeline between the circles.
Get there, baby. Get there, baby. Oh, yeah, get. Goaltending.
And they're going to call the goaltending. Kelsheimer picks up his 15th point of the game.
He just saw that. He had a little bit of daylight, and he got to that glass quickly, Adam.
58-53. It's a 5-point lead.
Yeah, we got to get this crowd going in here.
R.J. Jones, 12 points in the game, and with the basketball gets it over to Melton. Melton has 8. Mack with 14. 3 minutes to go. Regulation.
The good thing is Iggy's standing around again.
Carson Link on the defense, looking for the high screen. There's the switch. Now Alex Mack with the basketball.
Sorry, listen, that's a good foul. That's a good foul right there. Because now he's talking. Yeah, then he's got to talk.
Ian Murray picking up the foul. That's his 3rd.
Just play ball, baby.
R.J. Jones will go to the line. Here's a look of that play. Didn't give up the free basket.
No, you're not going to give him a free look. I don't know. I mean, the game's on the line. We're gonna foul him.
R.J. Jones, 6 of 7. 7 of 8 at the line. 74% free throw shooter. Has 13 points.
Does it all. Just does it all.
58-54, and he averages 4.5 rebounds a game. R.J. Jones with his 9th point at the line, 14 points on the night. 58-55. St. Ed's with the 3-point lead and the basketball. Melton playing tight despite having 3 fouls.
Kelch has got the hot hand. Oh, good look. Oh, he fouled him behind.
Mike Williams with 11. The lead is back to 5, 60-55. Now the Wildcats will look to chip away at this Eagle lead. Jones stops, pops, off the back of the iron. Eagles get the basketball. It'll be St. Edward basketball as R.J. Jones was trying to get that. 2:06 remaining. Eagles will have to go the full length of the floor, facing full court pressure. It's been like that for both of these teams tonight.
2 minutes to go, Adam.
Kelsheimer. Step back 3.
Oh, boy.
Bingo!
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
18 for Kelsheimer. And a steal. Kelsheimer picking up the basketball.
Oh, baby! He hit the triple! He hit the triple! Gets the steal, comes down and hits the triple at him. Woo!
Kelsheimer then was able to get the steal off the missed ball. He steals it, comes down, lost the handle, and he said, I'm going to drain a three.
Boom, baby, boom. And that crowd exploded.
That's a 6-point swing for the Eagles, and they lead it by 11. Woo! Boy, talk about getting excited here.
Oh, I got the ticker going.
Wildcat fans stunned as you see it right there.
But that's how headsy Kelsh is. You know, always in the game. Something goes wrong, he's there to pick it back up. You got, you know, he's seen the floor well. He's shooting well now. We just got to keep feeding on him.
11-point lead for the Eagles, 66-55. We want to thank you all for joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Soon it's going to be standing room only.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to that St. Ed's crowd. All right, 94 seconds remaining, and it's an 11-point lead. The Wildcats will have the basketball.
We got one foul to give. Not that we're going to use, I'm just saying.
Yes, that 6-point swing is iconic for JT Kelsheimer. Look at the trap in the corner. They get it back out to Melton inside to Jones. Jones gets it partially blocked by Murray. A second one, but he got fouled.
Oh, and then he pushed him. That's ridiculous. He pushed him. That's just pure frustration.
Murray picks up his 4th foul. Let's take a look at the replay. There's one block. There's the second. At the line is R.J. Jones. R.J. Jones with 15 points, and he has 9 of 10 at the free throw line. 66-56. It's a 10-point lead for the Eagles. R.J. Jones, 10 of 11, 16 points for him. 66-57. Big possession for the Eagles.
Get a timeout. Get a timeout. There it is.
Timeout is called by St. Ed's. 66-57 with 1:18 to go. The pressure defense of the Wildcats caused the Eagles problems.
So they're going to pressure, which means they're going to overplay. So we got to look at them to run some screen off the ball, back, like maybe hit a home run ball here, double screen, maybe run Gates. There's a lot of different scenarios we can run here that we could get the ball in. We got to get the ball. You want it in, obviously, Kelsheimer's hands, or they're going to start fouling at Vlash. Look at Vlash.
Thank you for joining us. You have been entertained tonight as these two West Side schools battling it out here at Jim Connors Court. Yep, everybody is going head over heels here at Jim Connors Court. All right, here's the reset. The Eagles with 4 fouls, Saint Ignatius with 1. Timeouts, Eagles with 2. Wildcats have 1. 1:18 on the clock. The official giving a little warning both to Murray and Vaughn.
Why now? Oh, it was there.
Kelsheimer get it. He'll face pressure from Joe Maloof.
Here comes the double team. Look middle. There it is.
Well, if it would have been a better pass, I think Kelsheimer would have tried to net it. Kelsheimer off to Link. Little keep away. Kelsheimer underneath. Boy. And the foul is on Alex Mack, his second. They still have 2 to give.
Right. They're going to have to start fouling at some point.
Under a minute to go in this game. Eagles still moments away of trying to snap this 7-game losing streak. But anything can happen in 60 seconds. We saw what happened when Kelsheimer hit 2 big threes. Dennehy Melton picking up his 4th foul of the game. Now they have 1 foul to give. Still 54 seconds remaining. Eagles get it to Vlasic, back out to Link. Link's got to watch on the trap. Williams back to Kelsheimer as they play keep away. And that's the foul on Maloof, his 2nd. Next foul, Eagles go to the line.
We got to make sure Vlasic has the ball or Kelsh. Those are our 2 best free throw shooters.
Zamir Knox checking in. Mike Williams, what a game for him as he gets a high 5.
Just absolutely great minutes.
From Coach Flannery. Mike Williams with 11 points. Eagles are 44 seconds away from snapping a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats. They get the ball to Vlasic. Double team in the backcourt. Foul is going to be on R.J. Jones. That's his 4th. And the Eagles now go to the free throw line with no time. And as Donnie said, you want to have Vlasic at the line. He only has 4 points in the game. He's a 95% free throw shooter.
Yeah, but where he made up for it, it's kind of, the comparison I make, it's kind of like Myles Garrett. They had to double team him all night because if he gets open one-on-one, he'll have 30. So Ignatius took him completely out, and give Kelsh and all the other guys, give them a kudos because they stepped up.
Vlasic back at the line to our left. He has 5 points, looking for 6, and he nails that one.
No fouls.
68-57. R.J. Jones driving in the lane. He'll pop a 13-footer off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Zamir Knox, and a foul on R.J. Jones. That's going to be his 5th. R.J. Jones fouls out of the ball game. That'll send Zamir Knox to the free throw line.
Turn the lights off on the phones on the stage.
68-57. 33 seconds to go. This has been a long time coming for the Eagles to snap this losing streak. Knox with 14. 1 of 3 at the line. T.J. Kelsheimer sits down with 21 points.
Tip your hat to that young man because he had the game of a lifetime. He'll remember this his senior year at home against Ignatius.
Zamir Knox hitting his 2nd free throw. That gives him 15. Kellen Juliana in for Zamir Knox. Vlasic checks out. Verigalotti checks in. 70-57. Mack gets the basket. 16 for him. Foul in the backcourt. That sends Carson Link. If the foul is on Mack, that'll be his 3rd. That'll send Carson Link to the line, and he's a 90% free throw shooter.
What did Nev Chandler say? Exits.
The folks are in exit formation.
That's right. That's what it is.
Carson Link looking for his 1st points of the game tonight. There you see the 3 seniors for St. Ed's. Vlasic, Kelsheimer, and Knox. They have been waiting 4 years for that win against St. Ignatius. Link knocks down the 2nd one. Dustin Hess checks in. Link checks out. He did the little things without scoring tonight. 72-59. That one off the back of the iron. Vaughn. Missing. Rebounded by Verigalotti. Good play as he throws it off the leg of a Wildcat. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they should just, dribble it out.
Rowan Kelly getting it over to Hess. Back to Kelly. Back out. They're going to keep the ball. 3 seconds left. And the Eagles snap a 7-game losing streak with a 72-59 win over Saint Ignatius. And the Eagles go to 16-2. That is a big relief for Coach Flannery and his team. We'll take this time out. Eagles win it 72-59 on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. (72-59) St. Ed's with a big win, and they snap a 7-game losing streak to the Wildcats. Donnie, final thoughts.
Just great to, again, we're continuing our process. We're building for the tournament, and big win tonight. Just awesome. Awesome.
Kelsheimer with 21, Knox with 15, Ian Murray with 15 to lead St. Ed's. R.J. Jones with 16, and Mack with 16. We'll take this time out. When we come up, we'll wrap things up here from St. Edward. All right, that's going to be it for us, as my producer is telling me in the ear. So the Eagles win this one 72-59. We want to thank you. For my partner, Donnie O'Toole, and the rest of our NEO Productions crew, I'm Adam Mendoza. Final once again, St. Ed 72, St. Ignatius 59. Have a great night, everybody.